Okay guys, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the importance of artistic freedom and what's being known as the perfect customer when it comes to ordering from a artist or a custom maker. Now the perfect customer is somebody says, I want this, but I'll let you handle all the details. And what this allows an artist to do is be like, okay, I know exactly what this guy wants, and I can put my own artistic spin on it. And another thing, important thing, is to give that artist the ample amount of time. Now, during this whole COVID thing, I've been ordering tooling and other things from makers within the blacksmith community, because I know funds are tight for a lot of us, so I wanted to help out because I have some money to spare. And I ordered a couple hammers, one from Hans Groff at Charming Hollow Forge and one from Roy at Christ-Centered Ironworks. Unfortunately, the hammer Roy was working on for me failed in the quench, so he's having to redo 60 hours of work. But I got Hans's hammer here. Now I want to tell you the story about ordering from Roy. Now I came to him, I said, I knew Roy does lots of engraving and fancy stuff, so I said, I want a 2-pound straight peen hammer with some engraving. He goes, alright, I can do that. What kind of engraving do you want? And I said, surprise me. And he's like, he perked up a bit. I said, you can use my hammer as a practice piece for something you've always wanted to do, or you can try something you've always wanted to do on my hammer. I was like, go nuts with it. I leave it up to you. And he had a big grin on his face at this point. Like, I could tell he already knew what he was going to do with my hammer. He said, yeah, I'll hook you up. And he showed the hammer in a live stream, and I tell you, it was gorgeous. Oh my God, it hurt both of us when it failed. When he said it failed in the quench. But moving on to Hans Groff, I knew he made something called carved hammers, what he calls carved hammers, and I said, I want a 2-pound rounding hammer. One of your carved 2-pound rounding hammers, how much would that be? And he said, that size, I charge you this much. I said, all right, cool. I said, I want this design and take your time with it. And a couple days later, he says, I'm gonna try something new with your hammer I've never done before. Okay, this is going back to being the perfect customer. I told him what I wanted, left the details up to him, and I gave him ample amount of time to do it. So he said, I'm going to try something I've never done before with your hammer. I'm going to try a test piece, and if that works out good, then I'm going to use that on your hammer. If not, I'll just give you my standard carved hammer. And I tell you, I thought I knew what it was, but I was completely wrong. I tell you, he went out, if you don't know Hans Groff, Charming Hollow Forge, he entered a sculpture of he hand forged an Indian headdress out of steel, aluminum, and copper, and he entered that into the Southern Ohio Forge and Anvil competition, and he won first place in I think 2 divisions with it. He's an outstanding artist. I mean, he doesn't think he is, but he is an outstanding artist, and you're about to see for yourself. But he went out and he learned something entirely new, something he's never done before, to use on my hammer because I gave him that time. And I'll quit teasing you with it, but I tell you, this thing blew me away. I told him I wanted my touch mark in it, which is my old rank in the military. He learned how to inlay and do stippling and engraving and stuff just for me. But what really blew me away was, yeah, this handle. I don't know which way it's gonna read correctly for you, but he engraved the handle too. Home of the brave, land of the free. I tell you, that's just awesome. And mirror polished the faces. I mean, just this is awesome. This thing is almost too pretty to use. I don't want to use it because I know I'll rub black into the handle and get rid of all this contrast. But I'm going to use the crap out of it. But this is why you be the perfect customer. This is why you put your item, if you have full faith in your artist, and let him do the details, because you get just stellar, outstanding work like this. Okay, that's all I got for this week. Been pretty busy with my day job, so that doesn't leave me much time to get out here. See you next week.